beauty dish. Today I'll be doing this look for you, and it is Kate Upton's Vanity Fair October cover look. It is just classic Hollywood glamour, but they kept it completely modern, except for the hair. She definitely has old Hollywood hair, but it's like, to me, I saw it as an update on Marilyn Monroe. They kept the eyes really simple, just really flattering and pretty, and it is so easy to do. The face is just bright and clear and just, you know, exactly how we all want to look all the time. And the classic red lip. Let me know what you think of this look. Leave a comment. Tell me what you love, what you hate. It's okay. You can be honest. And I hope you're having a great October. If you haven't seen the Halloween tag, take a look. You are tagged right now. Tagged ya. It's so much fun to do. You definitely want to do it before the month runs out. And I hope you enjoy the look. Okay guys, so for a perfect looking but not too heavy foundation, I'm starting out with my L'Oreal Visible Lift Serum Absolute, and my color is W4, and I probably use about 2 pumps of this every time I do it. I chose this foundation because it gives a really natural skin-like finish, but it gives a solid medium coverage and it doesn't look or feel dry on the skin. It's definitely a favorite of mine. Now I've got my Maybelline Dream Lumi little highlighter stick in the color Radiant, which is kind of the universal highlight color, a pink peach-like color, and I took my foundation up around my under eye area, and that gives me a lot of coverage for like the bit of redness that I have there going on. But in the picture on Vanity Fair, Kate is really bright all the way through her forehead, the whole center of her face, even on her chin. She's really nice and bright. And I've got a little Ingold Sigma synthetic brush, and I'm just gonna blend like crazy. I also use my fingers to blend this product in because the warmth from my hands will really melt it in there, and you just have to keep going until it's just perfect and you see no demarcation between this stuff and your foundation. And I totally have to thank Melissa, Mel MPHS, because she talked about how much she loves this product in Radiant, and after I heard her explain how it works and how she used it, that's when I decided to get it, and she was absolutely right, as she is frequently. Alright, I don't always do everything by the book and set all my liquid products, but I'm going to do it today, and I'm going to use this little sample of Laura Mercier Translucent Finishing Powder, which I got in my Sephora 500-point bonus kit. It was a bunch of Laura Mercier stuff, and it came with this cute little fan brush, which I just think is the cutest, and I've never used it. This is the first time, and we'll see what happens. Definitely powdered, but not too heavy. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Hopefully it's not too heavy. And I just concentrated that on the center. Okay. What makes this look so great is that it's subtle and effortless, yet you're going to look like a Hollywood screen goddess without looking remotely costumey or old-timey. I love the word old-timey. I feel like I use it in every other video, so I'm sorry, but it's kind of my thing right now. There's nothing I can do about it. I am using a matte shade from the Balm Jovi palette. It's this one right here. It's called Adagio, right in the middle. And it's actually the shadow that I've used the most in this palette so far. I would buy a single of this shade if I could, which maybe I can. I don't really know. I should investigate. But it is almost my skin tone, but it's not quite. It is just a little lighter and brighter, and that's what I want on this inner corner, like right up under the bone and on the brow bone. Just to clarify, you definitely don't need this palette to do this look. These are colors that you can find from every brand at every price point. Just, you know, a bright matte shade is what I started with, and now I'm actually going to take the Lou-Manizer, which is a champagne shimmer, and I'm going to put that just on the lid. And I'm using just a slightly larger shadow brush. The Lou-Manizer is great. I know people on YouTube talk about it a lot. Everybody loves it. I love it too. And it works just as well as an eyeshadow as it does as a highlighter. So just on my lid. Okay, so I have that on both eyes, and again, just any gold-toned shimmer, something warm, gold-toned. Okay, next I'm going to take this warm brown. It's a true brown, but it's warm and it's fairly light. And I'm going to use a pencil brush because that's what fits best into my crease. And I don't have very large eyelids, they're hooded. If you need a fluffier brush to do your crease, that's perfect, do that. But I'm going to take the light brown, and I might mix in some of this very, very dark brown Presto, which you have to be so careful with, because it's really intense. I might just add a skosh of that, maybe just to the outer edge. And Kate just has the littlest bit of shadow in her crease. It's barely blended with the rest of the shadow. Alright, I am going in to Presto to darken it up. It's so intense. And actually, I'm excited to say that her eye shape isn't that different from mine. She doesn't have a ton of lid space either. But that's it. And see how I didn't blend it too much up or down? It's just kind of hanging out there in the crease. And kind of, for someone with this eye shape, kind of creating a crease that we don't so much have, creating that depth. And I am just going to take a blending brush and kind of blend my highlight color down a little bit so that it does look more seamless, so that there are no areas of my skin that have no shadow whatsoever, because that would be weird. And in some of the pictures she has a really pretty subtle shadow shade just under her outer, I don't know, the outer 2/3 of her eye, and that's really just there to create some depth. Believe it or not, Kate does not look like she's wearing false lashes to me. I mean, she possibly has a few individuals stuck at the outer edges of her eyes, but I'm not seeing mega lash here. But what I do see is a really thin but very black line that doesn't even come all the way to the inner corner. Okay, I'm just checking that picture. Comes right about to here, to where the lashes really start. And to do that, I'm using the Essence Gel Liner, which costs $4 and which is absolutely phenomenal. I need to do a review and a comparison just of this because I used the Bobbi Brown for ages and this is better. No joke, for reals, this is better. There's not really a wing. I'm just going to extend it just to enhance my eye shape ever so slightly. You'll hardly notice when I have mascara on, and I'm staying as close to the lashes as I can. So guys, the eye I did on camera came out absolutely perfect with the liner. This was a total shit show. Pardon my language. For my top lashes, I'm going to use one of my new loves, which I recently reviewed, and that is the Avon Mega Effects mascara. This funky little guy. This only costs about 10 bucks from Avon. It gives you incredible fullness and length. I really like it. And you can watch the video where I reviewed it. I actually show myself applying it from start to finish, but I'm not going to do that again. For one final touch on the eyes, I'm going to use my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Cashmere to highlight the inner corners, because her inner corners are very bright. Luckily, Kate's brows are really rounded, kind of like mine. Actually, mine are kind of straight. But anyway, hers are in a very natural shape, nice round tail, and they're just dark blonde, they're brushed up. I am using my new and much loved Tarte Emphasize Brow Mousse, and I am going to be reviewing this as well. Great little product, kind of pricey. Just to finish the face, I am going to use some highlighter. Even though you don't see a lot of sheen in these photographs, I think it might be there. I don't know, but I think it might be there. I'm using the always hard to open Fergie by Wet n Wild Shimmer palette. And I'm using a small e.l.f. brush. And I just want to keep this really light and dilute and really light. And just get that kind of center of my face to the top of my cheekbones, just to bring just maximum glamour and sheen to the area. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go a little bit crazy. And I think that's what my friend Fergie intended with this shimmer palette, that you would just go everywhere, all crazy pants. And I think for this look, for some reason, it might just be warranted. But that's what we wanted. Okay, next up I am going to do blush slash contour, and Kate does not have anything on the tops, the apples of her cheeks, which is why I wanted to kind of go over that with that highlighter to just give it that brightness, but as dimension. But she's got it right in here. It's not a super thin, super drawn in line. I think I've got the perfect color for that. I'm using the e.l.f. Studio blush in Candid Coral. It is fantastic. I'm beyond impressed with this blush by e.l.f. I'm using an angled brush, which I usually contour with, because I just don't want it to be too diffuse like I usually am with my blush. All diffuse and whatnot. And this is how it is in all the pictures. You can kind of see it getting darker as it goes in towards her hairline, but that just might be the lighting and the shadows. And I am beyond impressed with this blush. This is the one thing I have to say, go to Target, wherever you buy e.l.f. and go get it, because if it works on Kate Upton's skin tone and it works on my skin tone, I mean, I think a lot of people can wear this color, even though I would look at it and think it's just super, super light for me. But it's not. I love it with like a black or just really intense smoky eye. All that's left is the red lip, and Kate has a classic red. It definitely goes a little more cool toned, pinky blues. It's not orangey at all. So you really just want to use your classic red for your skin tone, and for me that is Revlon's Love That Red. It is the super lustrous lipstick. This is still available. It is my favorite red. It might be even a little more blue toned than Kate's, but it's the one for me. And we should definitely do some lip liner. I'm using a Prestige lip liner. As you can see, I filled in my whole lips. I want this to be long lasting and fabulous and all that, and I did sort of round off these right here. sorry I keep looking in the mirror. Okay, I'm gonna just dab my red, my Love That Red, right over the top. This isn't super matte, but it, I guess, leans that way. And in the picture, Kate's lips do look on the glossier side. Again, it's that modern play on this Marilyn kind of look. Okay, I am going to dab a little gloss on the center of my lips, just any gloss. This is like a little sample from Buxom, and it looks all peachy, but on me the color doesn't show up at all. The final thing, if you take nothing else away from this video, take this, and it is Floof by MAC, just a single eyeshadow. It's called Floof, P-H-L-O-O-F, exclamation point, and it is one of my absolute favorite MAC shadows. It is my favorite inner corner highlight, and I know I already did that, but now that I've remembered that I wanted to use Floof, I'm going over with Floof, and this just, it's a little less gold, and actually I think it's even better. My favorite super sexy trick of them all is to use Floof right on the Cupid's bow. And it's probably going to look extreme on camera, and you know what? This is how it's supposed to look, and it'll fade in as you go about your life, but oh, I love that. Okay guys, there you have the finished Kate Upton October Vanity Fair cover look. It is a modern Marilyn, it's classic Hollywood glamour, but it doesn't look costumey, it doesn't look vintage. It could go with everything, it goes on anyone, and it is so easy to do. Whew. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe to my channel. It would make me so happy if you do. And if you already subscribe, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to spend it with me. I know there are so many great YouTube channels out there. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.